Good afternoon. I am Debbie McKeever, founder and owner of Strong and Healthy Temple, a virtual holistic health and wellness coaching practice servicing clients worldwide. It is actually a cloudy and windy day today. It looks like a storm is brewing. I'm actually hearing that some type of tropical storm, we're going to be affected by at least like rain, lots of rain, I guess maybe thunderstorms and things like that. Um, I wanted to talk to you today. I had recently submitted an article for the online magazine Blackwash Blog that I'm a contributing writer for, entitled "The Uncertainty of Life." And in that article, I look at unexpected change from both sides of the coin, tragic events, as well as spectacular, miraculous events. I wanted to focus more in this video on things changing for the better. I think that when we think about our lives changing suddenly for some reason or another as humans, our minds tend to focus automatically on the negative, as if we're always, waiting for the other shoe to drop, especially when things are going really well. It's like we're just waiting on that, that one bad thing to happen that's going to change. Like it's too good to be true. Oh, everything's going so great, so I just know something bad is going to happen. Our minds have a tendency to go there. So a lot of times, and most of the time actually, it is all about mindset and changing our mindsets in the way that we think. Not only the way that we think about things, but mostly the way that we see ourselves, the concept that we have of ourselves. Like, do we believe what the Creator says about us, or do we have a victim mentality, and do we automatically tend to focus on the negative side of things? And a lot of things do happen naturally. Like I was talking about this storm that's brewing. You have natural disasters. We're, I guess, at the end of this pandemic. It's still ongoing. I don't think COVID is completely gone. So you have pandemics, terrorist attacks, natural disasters, people dying unexpectedly, people being diagnosed with chronic illnesses, accidents, things like that. So things that, happen that are out of our control. And so life can change, unexpectedly, from that point of view. But again, I wanted to focus more so on positive things happening unexpectedly. Why not believe that things could change suddenly, for the better and not for the worse? I mean, on a Monday, you could have a negative bank account, and literally on a Friday, you could have $100,000. And as I made that statement, one of the things that you need to do is, like, check your attitude. When I made that statement, was your attitude immediately like, how, or not, or it was probably an erroneous deposit or something like that? If you've got that type of a mindset, then it means that you don't have the faith for that, and so you need to change your mindset, because it is possible. It is possible for your financial situation or any other hardship that you're having to change instantly. And I'll give two examples. One young lady, Bea Dixon, she is the CEO of a feminine care product company called the Honey Pot. Great products, by the way, ladies. Anyway, she suffered from bacterial vaginosis for like 8 months. And an ancestor actually came to her in a dream and gave her the ingredients to heal herself. And not only did she heal herself, but the company was birthed out of that, out of that dream, out of that divine idea that was given to her by an ancestor. And so not only did she experience healing, but it also created wealth for her. And then the other example, and I can't think of the young lady's name, but I think it was back in 2019, where she created a cosmetics company, and made $1 million. It was an online company. She made $1 million in less than 24 hours. So her situation changed for the better in less than a day. I mean, your situation could change literally instantaneously for the better. Not necessarily for the worse, because again, I think we tend to think about, the bad things that can happen, but your situation can change for the better overnight. And people say, well, things don't change overnight. Yes, they can change overnight. And I know the first example that I used, she had suffered with that for 8 months. However, literally overnight, the situation changed because she had been given, that recipe in a dream that changed her physical health and changed her life. And then the young lady with the makeup, I don't know how many trials and errors that she went through, but I do know that she became a millionaire in less than a day. And that can happen to you. One minute you may not be able to afford to shop at the Dollar Tree, and the next you may be in Costco paying for a buggy full of bulk items for an elderly person, or feeding the hungry and the homeless. I mean, you never know what can happen just in a moment. God doesn't need time is for man. Anything can happen just in a split second. You just have to believe that can happen for you. And again, just kind of go back and when I said that about your balance going from negative to $100,000 in less than a week, go back and kind of check your attitude. Like, what were you thinking when I said that? Examine yourself. I'm not here to judge you. Examine your own self, and don't judge yourself. Just examine yourself, and examine your thoughts, and correct it. Correct your thought life. And the article is obviously a lot more in depth. I'm gonna put the link for the article in the comments so you can read that in its entirety. And like I said, I do look at it from both sides of the coin, looking at the tragic things that can happen in an instant that can change your life forever, but also the great things that can happen in an instant that can change your life forever. So that's why it's so important to just be grateful for every moment. Not only be grateful when things are going well, but be grateful when things are not. And I'm not saying to be grateful for bad things. Just have an attitude of gratitude, knowing that even as much as you're going through, it may be worse for somebody else. Maybe you don't have any money, but you have a place to stay, and you have clothes to put on and food to eat. And there may be somebody that's homeless that wish they were in your predicament. They wish that they had a place to stay, and a change of clothes, and that they had food to eat on a regular basis, even if they didn't have money. So there's always, no matter how much you're going through, there's always somebody that may be going through a worse situation. So just stay grateful, because it's those gratitudes and that right attitude that will bring in those blessings to you, and that can change your situation instantly. If you're always thinking negative and you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop, then you're going to attract bad things to you, whether consciously or subconsciously. When you always have a negative mindset, unknowingly you are attracting tragic things into your life. You don't even realize that you're creating it. Our thought lives and the words that we speak literally create our realities. So it's just something to think about and to chew on. Life is uncertain, and it could change at any moment, good or bad, and you choose if you want your life to change for better or worse. And you say, well, I can't choose that. Yes, you choose, and you just believe that your life is going to change for the better. So anyway, that is a wrap. I thank you very much for watching. I'm going to get back inside before the sky opens up or something like that. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe to the videos. hit the bell icon if you'd like to receive notifications once you subscribe. Please share the video with your friends, your family, your network. Thank you again for watching, and make it a fantastic day.